Welcome to the CEC Gurukul lecture series. In this series, we are discussing about process costing. And for the last few lectures, we talked about the different type of industries where the process costing is being used. And if you recollect, I told you that in those industries where the workflow is of continuous nature and standardized product is being used, there the system of costing that is being used is process costing, right? And in the process costing, we discussed that how process costing is different from job costing, how you make accounting in the process costing, how you treat normal loss, abnormal gain, and then we talked about equivalent product. That is, in the equivalent product, we talked about different situations, what is equivalent product, how you treat it, and there are different situations in it which we discussed in our previous discussions. And we talked about a situation where there is no opening stock, that is opening work in progress, there is only closing work in progress at different stages of the production. That is, as you know, in the process costing, since the production flow is continuous, so at the end of the period for which you are preparing the accounts or for which you are preparing the process costing, at that point of time it is not necessary that all the product that goes in the next process, that is at the finished stage, that is at the completion stage of that process. So that work in progress is not fully completed, or different elements of cost, that is material, labor and overheads, it may be completed in one respect but may not be completed in other respect, in the sense in terms of labor and overheads. For that purpose, we calculate equivalent product, and there are different situations in it. Up till now, what we have discussed is that if there is no opening work in progress, there is only closing work in progress. The other situation we discussed where there is no opening work in progress, there is closing work in progress with losses, that is with normal loss, abnormal gain. These situations we discussed earlier. In today's discussion, I will discuss a situation where there is opening work in progress and there is a closing work in progress. What it means is that when there is an opening as well as closing work in progress, in such a case, there are two methods of calculating equivalent production: FIFO method and the average cost method. If you recollect, when I talked about equivalent product means that of each stage of completion, what is the degree of equivalent. Say for example, you have put in 1000 units, or your work in progress is 1000 units, and it has been completed to the extent of 50% only. So I will say equivalent production is 500 units. I will not call it a 1000 units because opening work in progress, or you may call it work in progress, is 1000 units. But since the degree of completion is only 50%, so I will say the equivalent product is 50%. Now there are two different methods, I will say cost flows, by which we treat. The generally accepted accounting principles normally talks about the FIFO method and the average cost of method. That is how you treat the equivalent product. We treat the equivalent product either by FIFO method or the average cost method. When there is opening as well as closing stock of work in progress, how you deal in the FIFO method? The FIFO method, this method is based on the assumption that work in progress moves in first on first out basis. If you recollect, when we talked about the chapter we discussed on inventory chapter, at that point of time we discussed that there are different methods of inventory valuation: FIFO, LIFO, HIFO, NIFO, average cost method, the weighted average cost method, various methods we discussed. But here we are talking of two methods only. That is, it is being assumed in the FIFO method that inventory which comes first is being issued first. Similarly, here also we are saying that in the FIFO method, the opening work in progress, whatever your opening work in progress is, we presume that is being completed first, and at the time of closing work in progress, no unit of opening work in progress is being left when I am saying that when we use FIFO method. That is, the opening work in progress, that is opening inventory, is being processed first. It is being assumed that it is being processed first, and then the further inputs, that the further inputs which you put in that process is being processed. That is, at the time of closing work in progress, no unit of the opening inventory is being left. So this means that unfinished work on the opening stock is completed first before work on any unit is taken up. Thus, no unit from opening work in progress will be left incomplete, and none of these find a place in the closing work in progress. I hope that you have understood that in the FIFO method, I repeat that if supposing 1000 units is the opening work in progress and it is completed to the extent of 50%. So I will say that this 500 units are being processed first, they are being completed first, and out of these 500 units, nothing is being left at the closing work in progress stage itself, right. So the other method is called average cost method. What we do in the average cost method? In this method, the cost of opening work in progress is not kept separate, but is averaged with the additional cost incurred during the period. This method thus contributes the cost of opening work in progress and new units introduced. Please try to distinguish between this average cost method and the FIFO method. I said in the FIFO method, we presume, it is only presumption, it is only cost assumption, that in the FIFO method we presume that the inventory which is the opening work in progress in the beginning, that is being processed first, that is a cost which we take in the beginning is being completed first, the units that is being completed first, and then the closing work in progress does not contribute anything from the opening work in progress. But in this average cost method, we don't distinguish, we don't say that the inventory, opening inventory is being processed first. What we presume is that opening inventory and the fresh inputs that you have put during the period, that is being mixed up, and the average cost is being calculated. So while calculating the value of the closing work in progress, or while seeing the work in progress, it will include not only the cost of the inputs that you put during the period, but it also includes the cost that you have carried forward from the previous period, right. So in this average method, that we opening inventory plus the inventory that is being contributed during the period, that is being mixed up. So in this method, information relating to degree of completion of opening work in progress is not required in order to find out the cost per unit of equivalent production. The cost of each element, that is material, labor and overheads, normally we presume that these are the three broad categories of the element of cost, that is material, labor, overhead, applicable to the opening work in progress is added to the cost incurred during the current period for that element. Now let us understand it with the example of an illustration, right. I am presuming that opening work in progress, which is 30% complete, is 1000 units, and during the period we have put additional 10,000 units, that is put in the process during the month 10,000 units, translated to the next process 8,000 units. When I say translated to the transferred to the next process, what it means is it is the finished goods for that process. When I am saying finished goods for that process only, I am not saying the finished goods, it is the finished goods of the process which we are undertaking. Suppose it is a last process, then you may call it a finished goods, but if it is the first process, supposing there are three processes involved, right, first, second, third. So the output of the first process becomes the input of the second process. So that is why we say output transfer to the next process, that is 8,000 units. What it implies is that for this process 1, 8,000 is a finished product, and closing work in progress, which is only 50% complete, is 3,000 units. So what we are being asked is, supposing what is the equivalent production, and we are presuming that this is FIFO method. Please try to understand the question first, that our example says that opening work in progress is of 1000 units only to the extent of 30% complete. What it means is that during the period for which we are calculating the equivalent product, 70% of the work will be completed. Mind it, we are using FIFO method, right? And during the month, 10,000 units have been introduced, out of which 8,000 goes to the next process and 3,000 is the closing work in progress, which is only completed to the extent of 50%, that is 1,500 if you talk at this stage. Now let's calculate. So what is equivalent product? In this case, since 30% was already completed at the opening stage itself, what it means is that the work during the year must have been undertaken to the extent of 70%. So opening stock or opening work in progress is 1,000, 30% completed. So the remaining is 70%. So I have taken 70% of 1,000, that comes to be 700 units. EQ units means equivalent product. Then add number of units introduced and completed during the month. So units put in the process 10,000, right, and less units not completed 3,000. What you are given in the example is that closing work in progress 50% complete. It means out of the 10,000 units introduced, 3,000 units have not been completed, only 7,000 units have been completed. So the number of units that have been completed during the period is 7,000 in addition to the opening stock of 700, right, and add closing stock of work in progress. So 50% completed means 1,500 completed. So the total of this is, that is 9,200 units is the equivalent production. So I hope you have understood this, that how you calculate. At this stage I have not calculated only cost part of these things, because this is not given. Idea of this at this stage is to how to calculate the equivalent product. So what you are noticing here is that on the basis of the opening work in progress, during the period we will take only those units which were completed during the period, that is 30% it was already completed. So it means 70% must have been completed, right. So 10,000 units were being introduced during the year, out of which 3,000 are still in the pipeline, that is work has not been completed. So I have taken only 7,000, 10,000 minus 3,000, 7,000 equivalent units, right, and add closing stock, which is again 50% completed. 3,000 of 50% comes to be 1,500. So you add up all these things, right, all these 700, 7,000, 1,500, it comes to be equivalent production of 9,200 units. This is equivalent units, right. Now let's take another example in which not only we will calculate equal number of units, but we will calculate cost per unit, will calculate the statement of equivalent production, and will also find out the process account. So it will be a complete stage, that is complete question, complete example we will take. Supposing in an industry, in a firm, the following figures relate to a single industry process. Opening stock 10,000 units, and these 10,000 units, they are different element of cost. Material cost of these 10,000 units is 2,250, wages is 650, overheads is 400, right, that comes to be 3,300. So opening stock of 10,000 units, the cost of which is 3,300 in total. Then you have units introduced during the period, that is in addition to the opening stock, you have units introduced 40,000 units, and of these 40,000 units, the cost involved is material 9,250, labor 4,600, overheads 3,100. During the period, 30,000 units were completed and 20,000 units remain in process, that is, it is at the work in progress stage. The degree of closing work in progress are as under. Material, it has been completed to the extent of 100%, labor 25%, overheads 25%. Now what we have to do is, we have to make necessary computation and prepare process account using average cost method. If you recollect, we have discussed two methods, one is FIFO method, the other is average cost method. So in this example, we are preparing the process account by average cost method, right. So, in which the opening inventory is being mixed up with the inventory introduced. It is in terms of cost flows, we presume that the cost flow that has taken place, it is being averaged out, right. So, first our job is to find out equivalent production or equivalent units, right. I hope you have understood the example, the question itself, because in your examination like situation, when you are being given a practical question in the sense you are given certain facts and on the basis of which you are being asked to prepare the process account, it is very important to understand the situation, the what situation we have in our hand. So, you must read the facts, the figures correctly, and once you understand these figures correctly, then you will be able to solve the problem easily. Now, let us first find out the equivalent production, right. So, there are different columns. The first is the units introduced, then we have particulars because of the shortage of space in this slide. So, I have written only in the short form, PARTI means particulars, then it is units, then equivalent units. Equivalent units in terms of all the three elements, MAT means material and the labor and overheads. So, these different columns shows, and finally, at the bottom I have shown what is the equivalent units of the finished or equivalent number of units in terms of material, in terms of labor and overheads. Labor and overheads I have made in one column itself because the degree of completion of labor and overheads is same. Now, let us talk of the first column. First is units introduced. 10,000 is the opening work in progress, 40,000 is the units that have been introduced during the year. So, what it means is 50,000 units have been introduced during the period for this firm or for this company, right. And then in the particular, these units are being transferred to the finished product. So, how many units finished and transferred to the next process, and closing work in progress. The second column is showing finished and transferred product and closing work in progress, and in the bracket you are being given that what is the degree of completion of the material and labor and overhead, 100% of the material and 25% of labor and overhead. Now, let us talk of the third column. How many units have been transferred to the finished product, right, to the next process, or you can say finished product. In your example, it is given that 10,000 units have been introduced. Here it is given, the cost is given, 40,000 have been introduced during the period, and it says, you read the top line of this, during the period 30,000 units were completed, right, and 20,000 units remained in the process, right. So, what you are seeing is that I have given here that finished and transferred to the next process or transferred is 30,000 units, and closing work in progress is 20,000 units. Since of these finished product, in terms of material, labor and overheads, they are 100% completed. So, I have taken in the next columns equivalent units. In terms of material, since it is 100% completed, so quantity is 30,000. In terms of labor and overheads, it is 100% completed, so it is 30,000. Means of the units that is been transferred, all the units are 100% completed, so equivalent units are 30,000. Now, of these 40,000 units, that is the 20,000 units are at the closing work in progress, and of this, in terms of material, it is 100% completed, so equivalent units are 20,000. In terms of labor and overheads, it is 25% completed, so you calculate 25% of 20,000, how much it comes? 1/4 of 20,000 comes to be 5,000. So, equivalent units are 5,000. So, you add up the equivalent units of material and labor and overhead. So, what you get is the bottom column, you see that 50,000 units in the bottom row of the materials, you see equivalent units are 50,000. What it means is, in terms of material, equivalent units are 50,000, and in terms of labor and overheads, it is 35,000, because in terms of material it was 100% completed. So, we have taken 30,000. In terms of labor and overhead, it was 25% completed. So, 25% of 20,000 comes to be 5,000, it is 35,000. So now finally we have got the figure of equivalent units. Next statement which we will be preparing for preparing the process cost is cost per unit. So that is each element wise what is the cost per unit. So these are the different columns. I have said A, B, C, D and finally C oblique D, that is E column. So first is cost element. There are three elements: material, labor, overheads. The second column is of opening cost. You are given opening work in progress in terms of material, each element of cost: material cost 2250, labor cost 650 and overheads is 400. You can note here that in the beginning of this example you are given here the opening stock 10,000 units and these are the costs that have been. So from here I have taken this, right. So this is your opening cost. Then cost incurred during the period of material 9,250, labor 4,600 and overheads 3,100, right. Then it comes to be what is the A plus B, is not A by B, it is A plus B, right. So total cost. So opening cost 2250 plus 9250, 11,500, 650 plus 4600, 5250 and 400 plus 3100, that comes to be 3500. That is total cost. Friends, it is not A by B, it is A plus B, right. So C is the total cost. TC means total cost. Now equivalent product you have already calculated 50,000 in terms of material, 35,000 in terms of labor and overheads. So what you do is that the equivalent units, the cost is given in C. So 11,500 divided by 50,000 comes to be cost per unit of material 0.23, right, 23 paisa. For labor it is 5,250 divided by 35,000, it comes to be 0.15 means 15 paisa. And finally of overheads, right, 3,500 divided by 35,000, 10 paisa. So you add up these element wise costs, 23 plus 15 paisa plus 10 paisa, it comes to be 0.48, that is 48 paisa. So this is your cost per unit of the equivalent units, right. So whatever the equivalent units are of each unit, cost is 4,800. Now the third statement which we will be preparing will be preparing cost of closing work in progress, right. So cost of finished goods 30,000 units at the rate of 48 paisa, right. We have already calculated cost per unit is 48 paisa. You see in the last column bottom 48 paisa, it is the cost per unit, right. So cost of finished goods 30,000 units is the finished goods, it is given in our example. Each unit cost 48 paisa. So 30,000 multiplied by 48, it comes to be 14,400. Then of closing work in progress, material 20,000, the cost is 23 paisa, and labor and overheads it is 5,000 each equivalent units. These are equivalent units, cost is 15 and 10 paisa. You multiplied that, right. So 750, 500 and that you get is the closing work in progress. So you add up all this, you get cost of closing work in progress. Finally friends, we will prepare process account. As you know, we have discussed earlier also many times, on the debit side we show all cost, on the closing side we will show all that is the closing work in progress and the transfer to the next unit. So opening work in progress of 3,300 of 10,000 units, cost we have already calculated, right, it is given also in the question, in your example. And material and wages and overheads introduced during the period, it is again given in your example in the question itself. So 9,250, 4,600, 3,100, the add up is 20,250. It is on the cost side, that is the debit side of 50,000 units. Here I have written completed and transferred to the next process, right, or finished, right, it is 14,400. And closing work in progress, again we have just calculated the value of the closing work in progress is 5,850. So I have written here closing work in progress. So you add up both the sides. Since in this example there is no normal loss, abnormal gain, so the two side tallies, that is of 50,000 units. So the cost is 20,250. So in this way friends, you can prepare a process account in a situation where there is opening stock as well as closing stock when you are using average cost method. Thank you very much.